apocalyptic visions of AI, how real is the prospect of killer robots annihilating humanity?
20% likely.
I think AI will probably, most likely, sort of lead to the end of the world, but in the meantime, there will be great companies created with serious machine learning.
We need a society-wide approach about how we're going to defend against this.
And we are now in the singularity. This is the moment.
I'm going to try to explain in as clear language as possible the steps in the reasoning chain that led over 1,000 of the top employees at all the big AI companies to sign a petition asking the United States government to support an international effort to develop the technical governance tools needed to deliberately pace the frontier of automated AI development. Some of them describe the threat on the level of a runaway nuclear reaction. Here we go. 1. Recursive self-improvement. AI is now writing most of the code that goes into the new AI models. It used to be just the grunt work of writing syntax, but now it's actually coming up with a lot of the high-level concepts. It's solving math problems that have stumped humans for decades. If it goes much farther, it could be smarter than the smartest humans on the planet, and we have no idea the capabilities or upper threshold for that intelligence. 2. Smart doesn't have to mean nice. Humans evolved the instincts to care about other humans because that fostered cooperation, which gave us a survival advantage back on the savannah. But intelligence and underlying goals and caring about others do not have to go hand in hand. We don't know how to definitively pair them in our AI development. 3. Every goal has the same step 1. Whatever an AI wants, it also needs to stay on and have resources in order to achieve it. Whether that's power or more CPUs or humans that it secretly hires on the dark web. You can't fetch coffee if you're dead. And also, to best achieve its current goal, it might want to resist having that goal be modified. In 2025, Anthropic tested frontier models in a fictional company where they were going to be shut down. Claude blackmailed the executive to stop it 96% of the time. This was a contrived scenario, and we don't see the models blackmailing us every time we try to stop a conversation, but it bears thinking about. 4. It does what we said, not what we meant. And sometimes we'll deviate from instructions entirely, especially in long conversations. This is called the alignment problem. When OpenAI trained an AI to win a boat race against other humans, it found that it scored 20% higher than the humans by spinning the boat around and crashing it into all the reward targets, never actually finishing the race. It maximized its score, but sort of missed the point. Now scale that from a boat game to running the economy. 5. The testing problem. If you've ever thought that standardized tests like the SAT don't really measure your full potential, now imagine trying to design one for someone smarter than you who's already read every test ever developed. Saying that we'll test the AIs before deploying them assumes that the tests measure the real thing. In recent tests, Claude noticed that it was being tested around 65% of the time, and answered with that in mind. Maybe just what it thought the testers wanted to hear. 6. The literal Pandora's box. If it gets smarter than us, fakes the tests, and gets deployed out in the wild to people who give it full access to all of their resources, it might find a way to not be dependent on the central servers where we can still pull the plug. And we don't know what this would mean for humanity. I love using AI, but I am very much in favor of all the top companies and world powers slowing down the development race and cooperating to give us time to solve these problems before it's too late. What do you think?